We are inhabiting a new kind of adulthood that's hyperactive, hyper-caffeinated, overscheduled, overburdened with too little time for the things that matter most. Has anybody noticed this? What the heck? They told you back in the old days that when you grow up, you could do what you want. I think that was a trick to get you out of childhood. It turns out you grow up and you don't get to do what you want. At least not a lot of the time. So the question is, why is adulthood changing in this way? Why is it that we find our days just being filled and then overfilled, scheduled and then overscheduled? Why is it we feel so often that we have so little time? In fact, researchers have coined a term to describe this. They call it time poverty or hurry sickness. And a lot of us are living that life. Well, if you go to the bookstores or pick up a magazine, what you find out very quickly is that it's all your fault. The reason you're feeling maybe a little stressed out and overburdened is you can't handle it. You got to be able to take more stress. And so the magazine and the books are all about how you can do even more than you're doing now. And when they talk about blame, the blame is always that you're not eating enough flaxseed oil. You're not doing enough of those puzzles. You're not journaling. You know, you walk down the aisle in the bookstore, there's all the things that you're just not doing, and that's why you feel this way. And from my point of view, I want to give you a different perspective, which is that, in fact, the trouble is not you, the trouble is our culture, and the trouble is a malignant enlargement of adulthood. And I think I can offer you two quick proofs of my theory that adulthood is out of control. Proof number one, childhood. We are living in the midst of a massive adultification of childhood. There are people in this room who were old enough to remember a summer vacation where you did nothing. What are you going to do this summer? I don't know. Nothing. And there are people in this room who remember a sentence that has virtually disappeared from the English language. That sentence is, go play. And if you were smart, you never heard the end of the sentence, which was, or I'll give you something to do. So nowadays, and this isn't just, nostalgia. Actually, this is a measurable phenomenon. Nowadays, kids on summer vacation actually spend a lot more time in practices and in leagues and in lessons and in rehearsals than they do just doing nothing. So that's what I would refer to as the adultification of childhood. We take adult standards and apply them to the lives of the young. There's also a problem at the other end of the scale, and this is where I would like to reinforce with you all how pervasive it is in our language that we measure elders by the yardsticks of adulthood. There's a very simple but ugly 5-letter word that we use to communicate our belief that a good old person is an old person who's just like a young person. And that ugly word is still. And you all know how the game is played? Yeah, my Uncle Fred, he's 84 and he drives. Yeah, my grandma, she's 88 and she goes to work every day. My great-grandpa is 94. Just got back from climbing K2. He's in Florida because he loves to water ski. Barefoot. In the nude. Now that's a good old person. So in my short time in talking to you, I would like to point out to you that any sentence that uses the word still in this way, you can remove the word still and the sentence makes sense. My Uncle Fred drives. My Aunt Myrtle goes to work. Fine, good. We use the word still to enforce an orthodoxy. We think we're offering praise, but we're really offering a threat. If you can't still do these things, you become less of a human being. And that's the danger. I said yesterday that I'm touring the country with a bunch of wild and crazy people, and we're putting on performances in cities around the country that are really designed to attack ageism. The real goal of our performance, it's not something you would say from the stage or in the middle of a performance, but what we're really doing is attacking ageism and providing a different narrative that says people are worthy and dignified no matter what their station in life, no matter what their capacities are or are not. And in this way, I think, as always, our daughters Haley and Hannah have been very effective instructors for Jude and I, always reminding us that even though Haley and Hannah don't speak and don't see and don't sit up, even though that's the life they're living, they are wonderful and beautiful human beings, full of soul and spirit. So, in the 1 minute that remains to me, I want to say something I said again yesterday. If we're going to widen our circle of influence, we need to invite new people into our circle. And I officially deputize all of you to send word to your friends and relatives and college roommates or people you went to school with about the Second Wind Tour coming to your community. And you can be a big shot and say, yeah, I talked to Dr. Thomas. He told me I could give you some free tickets. So I'll let you be the hero. All you have to do is go for yourself or anybody you want to invite to any city, go to secondwindtour.org and click on request tickets. That's how easy it is. And I will see you on the road.